Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have quite a bit of different news to go and cover all that happened all throughout today. We first and foremost had a Call of Duty Next event that basically went through all the new details, changes, new games, multiplayer announcement, a lot of gameplay that's also being shown right now for the upcoming Modern Warfare 2 remake / next version of it, which I'm very excited to go and play and stream up on Twitch. And as well, we also did have an Xbox event, although at like 3 in the morning, depending on what time you guys are at. So I'm going to give you guys a rundown on both of those. Going to start off with the Xbox event first and then go and showcase up some Call of Duty stuff right after, mainly because I'm kind of excited. There's actually a lot of little various things. Funny enough, I think I'm more excited for the Call of Duty side, mainly because I haven't had a good chance to do a deep dive into a Call of Duty in quite some time. But in my mind, I'm going to be sitting here and having a good old day because new games equals more things I get to go play and put up on YouTube and all that good stuff. So Xbox event, Call of Duty event, let's talk about it. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Twitter and Twitch stream down below, Target links down below, Amazon links for all the PS5s and such, and obviously give me your thoughts and comments all throughout this video. So let's go first and foremost do a really quick kind of like push into and showcase onto everything from the Xbox event. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I kind of did a little bit of a quick gloss over for it because there was nothing extremely big. Like, we're not talking like, oh my god, brand new Halo, oh my god, brand new IP, oh my god, huge new game, but there was a few interesting things I think big enough to go and cover. So thankfully for all the folks out there who are not up at 3 a.m. like me, we have the entire list over here. We're going to show a little bit of highlights as well. So this is all in regards to the Xbox Tokyo Game Show. It seemed like PlayStation, Nintendo, and Xbox were all just spicing on up. So with this one too, like I said, we'll watch this up on Twitch later on. So they have a brand new trailer for Persona 5 Royale ahead of its Xbox Game Pass launch, although that has been out, but there was that big collector's edition that did very good. They did have a little bit more information too as well with Wulong, the Final Fallen Dynasty, which came out on Game Pass in 2023. A lot of stuff was on Game Pass, and there was also an indie event that happened as of yesterday too as well, so there's even more indie games being tied on in. They also did have new footage of the Capcom's Exo Primal. A lot of the stuff is for 2023. I'm going to go through this and kind of show a few different trailers afterwards, but they had BlazBlue Cross Tag Battles launching in spring 2023. Guilty Gear Strive, which I know a lot of folks out there, especially the weebs out there, are pretty hyped up for that one on Game Pass. Naraka Blade Point, which is like that BR game too as well, again their second chapter. And now the really kind of big thing of note is on the brand new Forza update. So there's actually going to be a brand new Forza update I'm going to show you guys in the background over here, which was the 10-year anniversary. So this is kind of, I guess, like the big Xbox announcement, where they basically want to be putting, I think, all the best like moments and coolest stuff and DLCs, etc., all throughout the game to basically make the game seem a lot more cooler and out there. So they basically have the quote stating, relive some of the series' most iconic gameplay moments, brought to life through an all-new story, the return of fan-favorite music, and the adrenaline-filled Midnight Battles mode, where you can score cars by winning head-to-head races. So very cool, at least on that's like the first, I guess, kind of big update. You know, Kuni is actually going to be available on Xbox as of today. There's also a really nifty PlayStation one we saw leaked too as well. Danganronpa is also available today too as well, if you guys check out for that one. They have another trailer too, I do believe, with the brand new Overwatch character, if you guys cared about that. They had Dyson Sphere program too as well on October 13th. Paul World, which I want to show you guys a little bit and piece of this trailer, which looked very intriguing, kind of looked like Pokemon. This actually was officially highlighted over here on the actual event itself. A lot of people on Twitter, Reddit, etc. are like, whoa, 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 what on earth is this? I'm in the same exact boat. So this one actually looked pretty nifty and pretty fun, at least in my opinion, and yeah, I don't even really know what to really say about it, but a lot of people are like, whoa, I'd play this. I think I'd play it too. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I don't really know what it is. It's a mixture of a lot of things that are definitely things. But anyway, that's also been a big one that a lot of folks focused on. They also have Assassin's Creed Odyssey arriving on Game Pass today. Fuga as well, coming on Game Pass today. And the one big news, I think, is with the Deathloop coming to Xbox in September 20th, which, as you guys know, is a Bethesda game that was based for the PlayStation 5. They had the exclusivity, and now it's finally ending and coming to Game Pass. So as I mentioned, nothing super crazy big, like a lot of Game Pass news, but like no major really big announcements. I think the one that I'm hyped up for is obviously new games coming to Game Pass, but more so I'd probably say the Forza 10-year anniversary update, because I usually like Forza. Those have all been pretty good games, at least in my opinion. So like I said, nothing super crazy on the Tokyo Game Show. There's also an indie game show we highlighted, I think, yesterday, if you guys are curious on that. But as well, We also had a brand new Call of Duty. So I'm going to maybe go give you guys a little trailer on over here for the Call of Duty trailer. But basically, Call of Duty both had the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer and Warzone 2.0 get released, / talked about, / updated, / a lot of different other stuff too as well. They've had some big changes to with Warzone. They have a lot more updates in terms of how like the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer is supposed to kind of go. Just a lot of very intriguing smaller things when it comes to all the trailers itself. Now, 3 things to kind of note. They have the multiplayer, which has the open beta, PlayStation beta, and stuff like that, happening very, very soon. I probably will be checking this out up on Twitch myself, so as always, the subtle plug, which is not so subtle. Just want to go hang out and say hi up on Twitch. You guys can link down below. But then when it comes to everything else, they did have the Warzone 2.0 update, which I think is actually pretty cool. I'm pretty, in my honest opinion, I'm pretty excited for this one. We also have had a chance to see some gameplay in case you guys want to see something. I can maybe go creep on that really quickly. But when it comes to the event itself, they also did go and announce Warzone Mobile, which is also kind of very intriguing too as well. Now, I'm not a big mobile player, but I do know that, like, say, games like PUG, Fortnite, a lot of those, like, general games are pretty up there. Like, a lot of folks are pretty high up there as well. Now, a big thing to kind of note too, if any of you guys are big Call of Duty folks, they also announced a lot of the maps. One big thing, I also even saw Tim have a chance to announce this, that showcase some of this, they're bringing back some of the classics that I loved. It's definitely, like, if you guys ever played Modern Warfare 2, I play the map Terminal all the time. Fantastic game. Loved it. I loved it. Probably one of my favorite maps, and they did actually bring that back. So they also have been showcasing up a lot of the maps, and it does kind of seem like Modern Warfare 2019, like the OG Modern Warfare. I guess the OG remake of the OG Modern Warfare. So it kind of has that similar game style / art style, etc. I thought it looked cool. I thought it looked fun so far, and I did like it. But this is the mobile. I'm probably not that intrigued on the mobile, I would have to say, but especially for the normal multiplayer and also Warzone 2.0, yeah, boys, probably going to be checking that stuff on out. Now, as well as I did mention, there was a pretty nifty and funny clip over here too, kind of just showcasing up some of the cities. This is all on the ongoing Call of Duty Now live stream, where a lot of people are like co-streaming it, checking it out, stuff like that. But basically, you guys can see they have some new maps of like El Mara City, Marshlands, which I don't remember playing a lot of these back in the Modern Warfare 2 days. But this is the good old map. I love how they renamed it to Airport. But I'm sure if you guys are the OGs, that good old Terminal, one of my favorite maps. I think they've remade it like 3 or 4 times in different various games. But for the whole Modern Warfare 2 vibe, man, this is just bringing back old memories. You can even see Tim the Tatman over here clapping and be like, whoa, let's go! But some of these maps, I don't think I've ever had a chance to do. So, a lot of intriguing stuff to see them kind of bring back older stuff. You got the high five and everything. But there is also new maps. They have the Warzone update. They have the Call of Duty maps themselves, like for the multiplayer. And I do believe there's like a pretty decent campaign too as well. I mean, Call of Duty campaigns can kind of go either way. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. I might go check it out myself. Now, there was also a few like little quality of life updates and changes when it does come to the Call of Duty event. Now, I'm not someone who's going to be super, I care about more like the general news itself. If you guys care about that stuff, you guys can totally creep on a little bit more. But they did want to change up a few of like the leveling systems in the game itself to kind of like minimize some of the grind. Obviously, they have the news of the Warzone 2 ongoing with that one, which I think a lot of folks will be hyped up for that, obviously. And as well, just new games. I'm always a big fan of new games too as well. But the one big struggle is it did seem like that Xbox event was kind of disappointing. I'm going to be honest with you guys here. I'll flip on over Lupo really quick too as we kind of wind down if you guys want to see just a little bit of the Call of Duty gameplay too, because I don't think he would necessarily care if I just showed up really quick. But yeah, as you guys can kind of see, here's just some of the actual Modern Warfare 2 gameplay itself, which I do think looks kind of nice and pretty snazzy as well. So I'll pretty much give it a pretty big thumbs on up. Sadly, we got a little bit of time. We can maybe go skip through a little bit, like a few moments beforehand too. But the game looks good. And then another quick side note too is they also did want to put in a third-person mode and a few other various things such as like raids, etc. So a few new features and different things that they're trying into the game. But for a game like Call of Duty, they do need to do different stuff. I personally really like third-person. Like I play a lot of like the BRs. I've also played a lot of like say like PUG, which isn't like a PUG Escape from Tarkov. So I don't necessarily mind more in-depth games. I don't mind third-person games, like say games like The Division, etc. But it does look good. Like, I'll be honest with you guys, like the gameplay looks good, it looks fluid, and I think everyone so far who's had their first impressions have enjoyed the game, the progress, and everything else. So give me your thoughts on the Xbox conference, give me your thoughts on the Call of Duty, give me your thoughts on everything. We'd love to go and hear it. As well as make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below, Target links down below, and all the Twitter and Twitch as well, and I appreciate you guys all so much for watching in the first place.